currently going to have a meeting with the BBC trustees over a programme called How Drugs Work, where it was claimed that the genes in skunk have been turned up to produce THC and consequently turned down on the CBD, which is a complete fallacy. The reason the THC is so high is because the plant hasn't been fertilised. So it has lived for longer. The moment the plant is fertilised, the plant itself is effectively dying. All its energies are transferred into seed production, and the THC levels do not get very high. That's the difference between old school weed and new school weed. The plants which are being claimed for use in Sativax are the genetics obtained from Hortifarm, Netherlands. Our government claimed that Hortifarm had a licence when they gave £10 million to GW Pharmaceuticals to buy these seeds. Hortifarm's licence had been revoked by the Dutch government when they found out they actually had one. The French had got in touch with the Dutch government wanting to get in touch with Hortifarm because they'd heard they had an R&D licence. The Dutch government went, well, where'd they get that then? An investigation showed that nobody in any department or any department would put their hands up to giving Hortifarm a licence for R&D. These people provided virtually all the cannabis seeds for over 30 years to the entire Dutch cannabis seed market, illegally. And we gave them £10 million. I put a Freedom of Information request in nearly a year ago on this. I got a letter back from Baroness Browning about a month and a half ago, which was in fact a reply to the letter supporting Peter's request for a meeting with the Prime Minister. It was 5 months to get that reply. Nobody, as yet, has answered that question. I've had a supposed answer to the Freedom of Information request. The first one mysteriously disappeared. Nobody knows where it went. I have not had any answers from Jones Brokenshaw on the subject. I've not had any answers from Baroness Browning on the subject. All I have had is yet another arrest. In the 40 years of cannabis prohibition, basically my family have been raided virtually since 1972. My own daughter is now 20. She's been through 6 cannabis raids in my house. I produce cannabis seeds. Commercially, I pay VAT on my seeds. I produce them completely illegally. Yet the government will take my VAT money and then drag me through the courts. But the issue about CBD is one of the really most misunderstood things, and the information coming out over Sativax is deliberately misleading. The thing about needing 2 plants, and about which plants. Well, Watson, the man who started Hortifarm, and his partner R.C. Clarke. I believe R.C. Clarke is the author of Marijuana Botany, a breed to grow in distinctive cannabis plants. Watson is the man who brought the first skunk plant over from California. It's a plant specifically designed for growing indoors, not for high THC or high anything else, but for growing indoors in artificial environments. Short, stocky, high productive. These 2 people are the granddaddies of the entire indoor cannabis growing market, and we gave them £10 million. And nobody will tell me why. Nobody will admit who knew about it, but I'm pretty sure that Jeffrey Guy and Tony Blair knew exactly the situation with their seeds not being licensed. Because at the point of taking away Hortifarm's licence, the entire seed production of the Netherlands came to a halt. They started relocating to Switzerland and other parts of the globe. Now, my big question is, how can we justify that? While we still prosecute people such as me, who are no different from Watson or R.C. Clarke.